Grace Elliot's sister, Tina Eliason, wants to know if she's going to be able to get a personal loan. Not one from the bank, but a personal loan. Grace has been helping her out just lately, of course, but I thought we would ask these gypsy cards to see if there's anything there coming up or whatever. So what we'll do, I asked for the truth on behalf of Tina Eliason concerning career issues with this fish. It's a fish processing business, and wants to know if there's a personal loan coming up at all, and or what the crack is there. I asked this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. I suppose you've got to scale it up really, haven't you? Oh, I don't know. That was cheap, wasn't it? It was good though, they liked it. So there you go. Let's see what the crack is there. Sorry about that, Tina. I just had to have a go at your expense there. No, nothing fishy going on or anything. Let's just see what the first card is. The first card will represent somewhere like the next thing that's going to happen. It could be next month. It could be next week. It could even be tomorrow. It could be anything. It's just the time is rather a bit of a dark art, really, in a way. But it's what's coming up soon, anyway. I usually link it, and sometimes for readings I've done for people with these particular cards, it's gone and all happened in a week for some people, and yet others it's sort of it's over a month. So you could say the whole thing could be over a month, I don't know. You've got the widow there. The widow just indicates really, I suppose, yes, we know what a widow is, but it can be somebody who's been ditched by a partner. And I get this sense as though if you haven't been ditched by your partner in some way, shape or form, or you're not going to end up being ditched by your partner, at least you're going to be ditched by somebody, maybe somebody who's offering a personal loan, or somebody who's funding you, I don't know. But I just get a sense that you can be ditched in some way and left out on your own. And this is going to happen very, very soon. So just keep your eye out for that now, actually, if you don't mind. Let's just see what the next... Oh, the judge there, the judgment card there, or judge, as it is. This, of course, this can symbolise, of course, a judge, in the sense of something going to court. But maybe there is a court case coming up, and that's why you'd rather have a personal loan and not one from the bank. If you've got a bad credit record or something like that, which hopefully you haven't. But usually the judge can just symbolise a judgment that's got to be made, an important decision that's coming up. Once you've been ditched, you couldn't say that, nearly couldn't say that. Once you've been ditched and left out on your own, that's when you will have to make a very important decision. Is it a personal loan you've got to go for, or what? That was your question, of course, wasn't it, Tina? So let's just see, after this important decision is made, whatever you decide to do, of course, maybe you're given no choice, and the person who was gonna give you something pulls out. I don't know, but let's just see what the next card is. Oh, cause for merriment, cause for enjoyment there. Whatever the judgment is, it's going to work in your favour. So maybe that's what it is. Is it the fact that there's a court case going on, and maybe you'd rather not take out you'd rather not take out loans at the bank at the minute because of that? Maybe you've got an issue with the bank, I don't know. I'm not saying you have, I'm just saying no, bloody hasn't. But it's that sort of thing where you've got an important decision to be made, an important judgment to make. But there'll be cause for celebration afterwards. Whatever this decision is, there'll be cause for celebration. You will have done the right thing. Even if saying no, say the interest rate was too high or something like that from a friend. Neither a borrower nor a lender, especially from friends and neighbours and things, don't live in other people's pockets, because you've got to live with them after, haven't you? With banks and things, it's not too bad, is it, I suppose? But let's just see, that's only my personal opinion, of course. You've got the widower there, and whatever happens, you're gonna end up ditching them. So you end up ditched. After this course for merriment, you'll be able to tell them where to go and go stick it where a monkey puts its nuts, basically. It looks as though you're going to ditch him. I'll sense it's him. I don't know why, but I just sense it's him. That's interesting, isn't it? This could happen within the next month, couldn't it? Let's just see what else is going to happen there. Let's just see what other stuff's going on. Yeah, but watch out there. Make sure everything's locked up. Just make sure everything's secure. CCTV cameras on. If you've got body cams, get them going as well. You got the thief. Somebody's been trying to steal something from you. It could even be fraud. Even it could be even like an online or white collar sort of thing, where he could be him who you've ditched. Might try and steal it back and get back what he's given you. He might have given it as a gift instead of a loan, thinking he could get favours from you, and maybe that's already happened. I don't know, but I get a sort of sense as though this is something to do with him. I don't know why, but just be careful. He'll come like a thief in the night, and take whatever he feels is his. It doesn't make it right. It just means just be careful there. Somebody, I got a sense it's more to do with fraud than anything, like white collar sort of fraud type thing there. So just keep your eye on your bank account levels, or keep your eye on your money. Make sure things are locked up. Even if you stick it down your bra in the evening or something, or got a little money bag and stick it under your shirt or something, like a money belt type thing. Just anything, keep it on your person. Anything, if it's that important, at least you know where it is. That's just personal opinion, a personal sort of thing. I'm not saying that's what everybody should do. That's not financial advice. I'm not a professional financial advisor. That's why I give advice as daft as that. But it's not that daft, is it, really, when you think about it? If you don't trust banks, then where else do you put your money? Up your bloody arse. Laughing and joking apart there, Tina. Let's just see what happens after this theft. Is there a theft? Or is it an attempted thing? What actually comes of it? You've got a message there. I don't know. You're going to receive a message, a text message, or a mail, a letter, or something. Not a letter, but certainly a message. Messenger there is coming with a message for you about whatever happened, whatever it was taken. There'll be a message, either. I'm not saying a ransom note or anything like that. It's not that bloody sinister. It could be, you don't know. Be careful. But laughing and joking apart there, you'll receive a message about what was stolen. Maybe from the thief. Probably, if they demand, I wouldn't say they're demanding a ransom, but just saying, ha, know where you are, I can come and get more if I want. Or if it's not that, which is highly unlikely, really, it's more just a message probably from the police to say, you know, we know who it is, and you'll say, well, I'm not bloody surprised, or something like that. But you will receive some sort of message that is of significance. Let's put it that way. A significant message, maybe even if it's a hint, sort of like a lesson in it. If that message is more of a lesson than an actual message. Let's just see. Oh yes, pause for thought there, isn't it? I told you. Oh no, it didn't pause for thought at all. That's sadness, actually, not pause for thought. It's sadness. It looks as though whatever this message is, then, yes, whatever this message is there, Tina, it looks as though there's a touch of, it will bring a touch of sadness, a touch of upset to you there about it. Maybe the message is, sorry, we didn't know, they couldn't catch the thief, or there's nothing we can do. It's between you and them. It's a personal thing, a civil thing, as opposed to a criminal thing. I don't know. It's tit for tat. He said he gave it you. He said whatever. I don't know. It was a loan and he's entitled to it back or something. I don't know. I don't know what the crack is there. That's just thrown me a bit, that has. But whatever this message is, you won't feel too happy about whatever the message is. So it could be a bit of bad news. I don't know there. But let's just see a bit further on. I'll just do one more just to see. We don't want to go too far there. But that's not. Yes, a message there of sadness. Be careful here because you're not going to be too your health. Watch your health. Around sort of. Just watch your health after this because it might affect your health. It might, probably your mental health more than anything. There, Tina. So just be careful. Although you could go down, but of course anything that happens in the mind can affect the body anyway, can't it? It can weaken the immune system. I'm not medical. I'm not giving medical advice or anything like that. But it's just something that I've sort of understand it to be. I could be wrong. I could be a total bloody lie, and I've been understanding lies all my life. I don't know. But just be careful of that. Just watch your health. There, Tina. Do you get the loan though? Well, you do, don't you? But it's I think it's more of a loan where somebody wants to get back what they've given you before. I got a funny feeling this is an unpaid loan, and there are outstanding issues. I just want to pull another card here, Tina, if you don't mind, just as I suppose a rundown. We don't want to pull out the bloody old deck, do we? But certainly there, yes, it's going to lead to a lot of anger there. Whatever this illness has made you ill, somebody can say this has made me, you're going to say it's made me ill, and there's going to be a lot of anger over it. A lot of fighting and things like that. It's going to lead to a lot of anger. That this, whatever this illness is going to, somebody isn't going to be too pleased about it, and they're not going to be too happy neither. So, you bloody lent money and then you came for it back, you bastard, and now look what you've done. You've made her ill. You've sent a message saying she can't have it anyway, and all this. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it's that sort of thing where somebody might even be acting on your behalf, actually, in some respects, and not be too pleased about it. Well, not so much anger with you, but anger with somebody else. But just watch out, because you won't be too happy with them neither. It looks a bit disturbing, this, doesn't it, Tina? But this is the truth. And I suppose now, let us gavel and block out, as you would say. For now, this reading has run its full course, and these cards have spoken.